Sorry,
Porter,
guys.
just get dang it, JC.
Dang it, JC. Where's Bears junkie at?
Listen, I'm talking about can Ryan Poles be trusted here, right? The conversation we had yesterday, historic GM, first person to sign his first round pick since going all the way back to Jim Fink signing Walter Payton. And as we head into this draft, we talked about something yesterday that I think is very important heading into this draft. And we've talked about it a couple of times, right? But there's a lot of looks at Ryan Poles where Ryan Poles is getting the other guy, right? Not to say he's getting a bad player, but there feels like there is a better option behind the guy that you have taken in the draft, right? You look at Rome Odunze. I think Rome's going to be fine this year. He's going to be great. I think better coaching helps all of that. Would have really liked Jared Verse. You look at Caleb, right? Caleb, I think he's going to be amazing this year. I think he's going to break records, Bears records, passing records. I think he's going to be dominant this season. We're going to get a real Aaron Rodgers kind of feel here coming this season. I'm feeling meaty about the Caleb Williams season coming this year. Still only 9 wins. But right now I can say Jaden Daniels, offensive rookie of the year, is probably ahead of him right now. Going back through a bunch of different draft picks here with Ryan Poles, you can have that conversation. And so my question is, coming into this draft, where you're at right now with Ryan Poles, do you trust Ryan Poles? Are you confident that he's going to get this draft right?
Yeah, I mean, you have to trust that he's gotten it right. They addressed a lot of different things in the offseason already, and because they can go so many different directions, I feel like that gives him a wider gap to kind of have some leverage, some leeway to get the pick right. You know, it's not like we're saying you have to get a left tackle, you have to get a guard, you have to get a running back. We're not saying that. We're saying get the best player available, get the most talented player that you can get your hands on, and move forward. Get it right in the first round, and then really, I'm more concerned about the later rounds. That's my concern with Ryan Poles. It's always been my concern with Ryan Poles is his track record with later rounds after the first and the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh. And I know we don't have picks in every single round, but I'm more concerned about the entire draft for Ryan Poles. You know, not just day one. So I'm more confident that we'll get somebody really good day one, because those usually are the good players. Those usually are the ready NFL ready players. The developmental players, the project pieces, the you know, maybe the player that has that one thing that stands out that you can kind of, you know, train and build up. Those are the players that I'm more concerned about Ryan Poles drafting, because, you know, he doesn't have a good grade on those guys. So that's what I'm looking at.
The one thing that does give me more confidence this season is the fact that you've got a different group of guys in here looking at the players. Listen, I don't know who the freaking DB guy is. I've said it multiple times. Give that guy a raise. I hope that he's stuck around here. Yeah. But you know, listen, there is a lot of a collaborative effort going into this. It is a lot of, hey, Ben, who do you want here? Who would you like here? Who makes this team work here? You're trying to work with your coach. Do we think that he didn't do that with Matt Eberflus? Do we think that that didn't play a part in it? I'm more confident coming into this season for the same reason I'm very confident that Ben Johnson is going to be fine coming into this season, because I think that there is a coaching staff in place that actually is going to help guide things along in a collaborative effort. And these guys know what they're looking at when they're looking for the kind of players that are going to fit their system. That does make me feel a little bit better. The concern for me is still there, that you've gone out and you've gotten the other guy, right, a ton. And I see Chaz's comment, and Chaz always commenting on the video. Shout out to Chaz Hammer in here. Says you can have that conversation with every GM. I can't have that conversation about the Rams for drafting Jared Verse. They got him. I can't have that conversation for for Washington drafting Jaden Daniels. They got him. Can't have that conversation for Philly taking Jalen Carter. They got him. Right? Those are the things for me where those are names where if they're on this Bears team right now, we're not having a lot of different conversations. I can't say that about the Bucks going out and getting Bucky Irving. You knew I was going to throw it in there. They got him.
Of course.
No punty punt.
Shut up.
I just love how everybody was beating their chest for a punter. I will never let y'all forget that. I need y'all to understand that.
Okay.
There were people out here just going, he's going to flip the field.
I mean, hey,
We got to get down the field. We got
historic numbers. I'm just saying, you know.
We got to score touchdowns for him to flip the field. People were screaming at me, this guy doesn't know football. You don't know the Iowa punters. Like, I know him. I don't give a
punter from down under, baby. He's still effective. You wait.
He's something down under his
kick
percentage. But no, man, like I honestly go into this draft feeling better about Ryan Poles. But if I'm talking about confidence, right? Like, I don't think that I'm going to sit here and say it's through the roof, because based on history, we got a 3rd round pick this year. Ryan Poles sucks in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this year's the year that is different. But more times than not, I've seen Ryan Poles suck in the 3rd round. We haven't had a 3rd round pick hit yet. That's nuts.
In his
first
era,
round, we've got some nice pieces in there. I think that you can, and I do think. Here's the one thing I will say as well, right? In a couple of years here, and we'll talk about this more when we get to the BPA conversation. But in a couple of years here, the only question is going to be: did you get a good player? Not did you miss on a good player? Right? Did you come away with somebody who impacted your team? Did you come away with somebody who fit your scheme? Did you come away with somebody who fit what you want to do perfectly? But did you come away with the best talent that was available at that spot? That is the big question around Ryan Poles, and that's a lot of times where I think that we have looked at Ryan and said, well, yeah, you made the layups, but you can't hit a 15-foot jumper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love Bears Junkies comment.
Garen on this. Garen Thomas, I trust Ryan Poles about 55%, and the extra 5% comes in because of Ben Johnson. Like, I'm leaning on that. I trust him.
That meter's just going, it's teetering. Yeah, no. I actually like Bears Junkie comment said we'll find out this year whether or not we have real coaches. Not only will the rookies that come in have an impact, but the former draft pick should benefit from that also. That's where I guess I have more confidence is the people behind Ryan Poles are better.
Yeah.
You know, if Shane Waldron and Matt Eberflus were still here, then I would say this is still a sinking ship. You know, but the fact that we have real coaches, real experience, real success, a track record of those coaches connected to players that were drafted, like, you know, names like Cameron Jordan and as far as when it comes to Dennis Allen, you know, there's names that are connected to Eric Bieniemy, connected to Adrian Peterson and other running backs, and known as a really good developer of running backs. Like that's why I'm saying whoever we pick, I feel like they'll also have their hand or their impact on this draft. And maybe in the later rounds, that's where you'll see better insight, better evaluation, you know, when it comes to the entire brain trust of the Bears organization, not just Ryan Poles. And that's where I have more trust. It's not just trusting just Ryan Poles, it's trusting the whole team this time around.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, what I will say is the conversation around Ryan Poles could change drastically this year, right? With the draft picks that he has made already. And hit that like button if you have not done so. Subscribe to the page, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Let's get over 100 likes on the video. It could change drastically, right? Like if all of a sudden Darnell Wright becomes the best right tackle in the draft because you've got Dan Richard, or best right tackle in the NFL because you've got Dan Richard working with him. Oh, all right, that's a hit. I'm not upset about Jalen Carter anymore. If Roma Dunze is a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL with a 1,500-yard receiving season, and you know he talked about his minimums when he was on the Chicago Bears podcast featuring a devilish man.
Check you out.
Yeah, phenomenal. Check out the interview if you have not done so. 18,000 on YouTube, and I think believe another 15,000 on the download side. I'm not saying. I'm just
all right. Okay, all right, pop a little collar.
But But no, like if Roma Dunze all of a sudden gets to working with Antoine Randall and turns into, oh wait, you mean I'm supposed to catch this thing? Oh shoot, I got you. Oh, I didn't know we was doing that. If Cole Kmet, you signed Cole Kmet and extended him. If he's a top 5 tight end by the end of this season, right? Like there's so many things where right now they're ifs that by the end of this season, we could be looking at, oh, Ryan Poles got it right. He just had to make sure that he got him out of there. Him being Matt Eberflus, right? Him being Mr. So,
everything wrong.
Watch your back there, buddy.
The pictures, that still just gets me.
It's never not going to be funny, bro. I don't know who caught that still, but that's elite. It's never not going to be funny. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's going to be fun.
Oh, here's Diddy.
I gotta clip that audio of him doing that. I gotta go find the audio and just get.
Did you make that, or did somebody else find that?
Yeah, I made that. I made everything in this thing. I made all of these pictures. This is the only picture I didn't make right here. That's the only one I didn't make.
Oh,
I'm working out here, JC. Look at me. I'm just tired.
Jimmy Butler in the bubble championship. Whoa. All right. Shout out to you.
But no, like I think that the opportunity for this conversation around Ryan Poles can completely change. We're just not there yet. And sometimes that's okay to not be there at that point in the conversation yet.
Yeah. No, that's true. But I guess I'm going to slowly, gradually give him more trust. And like I said, I won't say this draft is a pivotal one that determines whether or not I start putting more real faith in Ryan Poles. But I mean, it'll go a long way. This entire offseason, I think, has given me more trust because you got a chance to right your wrongs, and I think he's done that. He's righted his wrongs with the pickups in free agency, and I think that he can right even more wrongs with smart, shrewd moves when it comes to the later part of the draft. So we'll see. We'll see.
I love everybody just like J Hall said, overestimated how bad Flus was. I think Flus was the worst head coach in NFL history. Boys, we had this conversation.
I never thought he was going to be good.
I told you. No, I didn't. Listen, I never thought he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be that bad. He was a generational loser. Talk about on the field. Talk about on the field.
Every time you say that, it does sound like you're talking about him as just a
he's not impersonally. I think he. I've talked to Flus. I've shipped Flus. Flus a good dude. Flus is a good dude. At least he was to me. I think there's some players that may not think that, but Flus is. Yeah, I mean, I ain't got no problems with him, but he's a generational loser. No one in NFL history has lost as many 90+% chances to win a game.
God, I forgot about that percentage.
Situations than Matt Eberflus. 90+%. If I saw 90+% in high school, that mean I cheated.
You found a way to lose games you were supposed to win. Yeah.
God literally was like, "Hey, bro, I don't even know what to do for you.
I can't help you. I can't help you."
Like that's pure and utter domination.
No,
thank
straight
you.
cheeks. Thank you very much. Lord have mercy, Mike.
It's still crazy that Mike Tyson did that on Netflix.
Love you, son.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. I know what to do.